There were loud celebrations into the night here in Tripoli as Libyans gathered in the Martyrs Square in the centre of the Libyan capital to celebrate this 10 years anniversary of the 17th of February revolution. And again this morning we're seeing people starting to pour into the square, and authorities tell us there are big celebrations planned for today. And yet this is a bittersweet moment for many Libyans because the legacy of the past decade has been very difficult for a great deal of people here throughout the country. Of course, there have been sporadic violence, civil wars. The country has been become bitterly divided, various armed groups and factions controlling different areas. And even still in Tripoli, you know, the latest civil war ended at the end of last year, but living conditions are still very difficult. There are long lines of people outside banks trying to withdraw cash, trying to get their salaries. Food prices are going up. There are even petrol shortages in this oil-producing country, and power cuts too. So a lot of people say here they need to tackle the questions of unemployment, corruption, and make living conditions better. We've been speaking to people here on the streets of Tripoli, a lot of young people talking about their hopes 10 years on from the revolution that toppled Moammar Gaddafi. And speaking to some of those young people, you really get a sense of the frustration. Around half of Libya's population is aged under 24, and these people were just children back in 2011 and have known much of the past 10 years as turmoil. Here's what some of them had to say to us.
In 2011, I lost my father, and I hardly knew him. I was young. He died while fighting. The revolution took my father from me, and despite that, I don't regret the revolution. My father gave his life for this country.
The past 10 years have been very difficult for us young people. Not only for me, but all young people. Living conditions have been very difficult. There's been no work, there's been no normality. You get arrested, you get searched. It's been 10 really difficult years. We've lost a lot of friends, notably on the front lines. So our morale is at rock bottom, right down to zero.
I would like this country to do better. Things aren't great right now. We don't feel safe. Security is the most important thing. And we'd like to start our studies again.